Hey there, besties. I hope that you are having like the best day ever. Okay. And I hope that you are in the mood for some goodies today. I got some stuff for you all, and I think you're going to like it. So, first of all, y'all probably like, who is this? She ain't my bestie. Some of you all, y'all already acquainted, and other of you all, I want to make sure that we get acquainted. Okay. So, I am your girl Tiff. I'm the hostess with the mostest of the Life Unscripted podcast by Organized Energy. If you have not heard the show, I would absolutely love for you to come check it out. But that's only if you are down for some good vibes, okay? If you're not feeling good vibes, don't come over there, okay? But if you want some good vibes, if you want some great conversation, if you want some inspiration, some motivation, a little laughing, a little learning, a little growing, a little glowing, okay? And if you're down to have a new best friend, yeah, come check me out. Come over there to organizedenergy.co/ just a chick and her mic. Okay? Organizedenergy.co/ just a chick and her mic. Really, you can go organizedenergy.co/podcast, right? You can really do the slash podcast if you want. But I just thought it was kind of cute to do the just a chick and her mic type of thing off of there. So either one's gonna get you to the good stuff checking out the show. Okay. All right. So, I'm a podcaster. You may or may not know that I'm also a recently published author. Yes, honey, your girl done got some books out there, okay? Check me out over there on Amazon, okay? All right. But in creating the books and a few of the other things I got out there now, it really inspired me to kind of create this particular resource that I'm about to share with you today. First, let me tell you about the books and the things I have rolled out recently. And then we're going to get into this resource that I want to share with you today that I think you're going to absolutely love. Anyway, so first of all, the things that I recently rolled out with the books and the courses and the networking groups and some digital tools and planners and all kinds of stuff. It's all to help those who are interested in podcasting to not just podcast, but do it well, operate in excellence. And so anybody can launch a podcast. I don't think that's too hard to do, but everybody doesn't have the strategy behind it, So if you want to treat that thing like the beautiful, amazing brand that it deserves to be treated as, okay, if you want that business strategy, if you want to figure out how to not just like get one out there, but how to have strategy and have it operating efficiently, how you can kind of grow that thing and figure out how just to have it operating like a well-oiled machine, that takes a whole nother level, y'all. Okay. So I created some things that's going to help you that way. Okay. Not just getting a podcast out there, but like the good stuff, the part that people don't really think too much about. But it's really important to the success of the podcast. So check me out because this is basically podcasting made simple. Okay. All right. And you can go to organizedenergy.co/shop. And you can find those things, okay? Organizedenergy.co/shop. And you can find all the things that I've been working on for you all. And I mean, they are good, okay? They good, all right? Okay. Now, as I was creating the products, the books, the courses, and so on and so forth, I had a need for certain tools, certain resources, certain things that was going to help me get the job done and get it done in excellence. Because again, I'm all about excellence. And I wanted to get the help of some tools and resources and services that was going to help me provide my offerings to you guys in the best way that I could, because you deserve my best, right? And so I ended up coming across a multitude of things that I didn't even realize I needed, but I needed. And as I did that, I was like, man, my peeps might need these things too. Shoot, like these are some good tools. Like, who knew we even needed this stuff, right? But I feel like not only will I need them, but I think you're gonna need them too, at least some of them. And so I'm gonna launch this whole little series on resources for a quick bit, just to kind of introduce some of those resources to you. And then I've actually dedicated some space on my website to help get you connected to those resources. Okay. Now, besties, full disclosure, as I get into showing you some of these amazing tools and resources, I just want you to know that all of these opinions are my own. They belong to me. But when you click on some of the links on my platforms, some of them are attached to affiliate referral partners or sponsors. And so when you click on some of those and you make purchases, you have an opportunity to enjoy some of those services and tools they have, and also support the platform at no additional cost to you. And what's a bestie if we're not going to share life hacks and tips and tricks and such? So if you want to go over there and kind of see all the goodies, and you can download your own copy of my little, I guess I would say a resource guide for small businesses and podcasters, head over to organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. That is organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. And that's where you're going to get this directory with like apps and tools, products, services, and all the goodies that professionals are using so they can win out here in these small business and podcasting streets. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, your show is going to need a platform to host it. Okay, it needs a home. So there are plenty of hosting providers out there, and your show is going to have to choose one to call home. Once it has a hosting platform provider, then you would have it registered with other streaming providers who are going to stream your show. For instance, you would record it on a certain hosting provider's platform, and then you're going to distribute or stream your show on places like Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora Podcasts, iHeartRadio and Media Podcasts, so on and so forth. But it starts with recording it on a host provider's platform. All right. So you're going to have to find one that works best for you, your needs, your goals, what you're trying to achieve with your podcast and its brand. Okay. All right. So then you're going to need, first and foremost, before you even do any of that recording, you're going to need equipment to record with. Okay. So you need your proper equipment, be it the headphones, microphones, and otherwise. I mean, you got to be able to record the thing, correct? And then let's take a step back even before that. You got to know how to podcast. Yes, anybody could launch a podcast. I give you that. That's cool. That's true. But it takes a certain skill. It takes a certain level of strategy to not just launch a podcast, because anybody can do that, but to do it properly, to run it efficiently, to operate it in a way that is going to be very strategic, very orderly, very organized, and very professional as the brand that it is, or the brand that I hope that many of you all want to have. Now, some people are just willy-nilly out there doing things, and that's cool. Cool. But if you are looking to grow your platform, grow your show, treat it like a brand, treat it like a business, do other things with it, monetize that particular platform, all that, you have to have some business strategy. And so that's kind of where I actually come in at, really, because that's some of the things that I do. So I take my love for podcasting with my amazing love for business development, and I kind of marry those two passions. And so I basically talk about business development using podcasting as the case study, really. So there are people out there that preach and teach on 6, 7, 8 figure, empires and all that good stuff. I mean, and I'm not saying that's not possible, because it really is possible. But I'm not one of those. I'm not here to try to tell you you can make 6, 7, 8 figures, even though you can. But I'm not here for any of that. I never really have been. I've been just, because again, um, if you've heard any of the other sessions I've done on this or other things, I'm really simple, basic. I just like simple, really. I do. I like simple. Everybody wants to experience growth, absolutely. And now that society, now that the economy, now that the world is wide open, and there are way more tools available with technology and on the internet and so on and so forth, absolutely. Monetization is available to many people at this point because of just the way that e-commerce is growing so rapidly. So absolutely, income goals, revenue goals that people, once only dreamt about, they're possible for sure. I'm not here to preach or teach any of that, none of that. But I do want to let you know how to run it as a business. If there's one thing I'm good at, and that is that. I love business development. So anyway, so on this list of curated tools and resources, some of my products are actually on this one. A lot of them are not my products, but some of them are, that's going to be on this list here. So if you'll go over to organizedenergy.co/podcast dash hosting, again, organizedenergy.co/podcast dash hosting, you're going to find a lot of things that's all things podcasting. Throughout this series of resources that I'm sharing with you guys, you'll find other things on other videos that are also going to be useful in running your podcast. But on this particular list that I curated, I put some basics that you would need. Okay. And I want you to go over there and check those things out. Let me know what you think about them. All right, you guys. So as we close out, I want to say thank you for sharing your time with me. I know that once you spend time, you can never get it back. So I appreciate you investing your precious moments with me. I would love to connect with you on social platforms. So the first one you see is for Amazon authors. So you may or may not know, but there is a platform for those who are authors, and you can follow your favorite authors on there. So go to amazon.com/author/HeyTiff. That's HeyTiff, like Frank, okay? And then on the other platforms, you can look under my name, or you can go to, you can search for Organized Energy, or some variation of the business name, and you should be able to find me there as well. Okay. So I am thankful again, and I hope that we are able to connect. Don't forget to go to organizedenergy.co/spill the tea, organizedenergy.co/spill the tea, and you can download your own copy of the resource guide in its entirety, because in this particular video, I've only highlighted one particular resource, and I'll be doing that one resource at a time in a series of videos for you guys. But if you want the whole guide and the whole list of resources, then go to organizedenergy.co/spill the tea, and you can download my whole list. Okay. All right. Thank you guys again. And I hope that you have the most incredible week ever. Be blessed.